So now let us go into the business. So what we want to do is that we are first of all going to design a very simple website. Then later we are going to convert it into a mobile application. Now to do that, remember we have already installed our local server the other time. So what you need to do now is just to run the control panel. So for those that installed the exam, that's nice. So you can see the exam control panel. You will see an icon like this on your desktop. Just launch it. I want to use WAMP server. So for the sake of those who install the WAMP server, just follow this, and then I'm also going to demonstrate certain things as touching the exam so that you will know how to go about it, but it is just the same process. So just click on the icon, then click yes right here. So it is going to start the service of the server in the background. Now the next thing is to unzip the template. You see that the template looks somehow different like normal folders on your system. So I mean, it looks different from the other folders that you see on the system. So it means it is a zipped file. So you can simply right click on it and click open. Then it will open it with an application that you can use to unzip. So here I use WinRAR. It depends on the type of application you use on your system. Just click on extract to. Now let me quickly explain something before I come back to this place. The other time when we were running our installation, I explained something concerning the destination folder, like where the installation wizard is going to install the application on your system. Now the server, you see the C drive. Then inside it, for as many who installed the exam server, you see it installed it in a folder called XAMPP. Then for the WAMP server, it's just the same thing. In the C drive, then you see XAMPP. So let's quickly explore that right now. So now this is my system explorer. Let me come into the hard disk, that's the C drive. Then you can see the exam folder, and then you can see the WAMP folder. Both are servers and they do the same thing. So now the reason why I'm taking my time to explain this is that I want you to understand the relationship between what I want to do now and what this server does. So the server serves as the destination for all your projects. And let me start from WAMP. This is WAMP. If you open it, you will see different subfolders. So now these different subfolders, there is a folder there called www. Now this www folder is www means World Wide Web, and this folder is your web root directory. So if you open it, you will see other projects that I have done. So that is the landing folder for all your projects. So what you do is that as soon as you extract your template, you bring it into this location. So don't forget, if you are using WAMP, the folder is called www. So once you come into your hard disk, see local disk WAMP www. Then if you are using XAMPP, from your local disk you come to XAMPP, then you go to htdocs. That is your web root folder. So for this I'm going to be using WAMP server. So now let's come back to where we were. I want to extract the folder as a normal folder directly into the web root folder. So what I will do is I'll come into the local disk, just extract it, then look for the WAMP folder. This is WAMP, just extract that one too. Then look for www. Just click on it and click OK. So the extraction process has finished. If you now go into that folder, you will see the template as part of the applications there. www. Yes, good. Now let's look for it. Now this is the template. Then you rename it to a suitable name for the application that you want to develop. Let me call this my business app. My business app. So I've renamed it to that. So the next thing is for you to come into your text editor, then come to file and click on open folder. It will open your system directory. Then go to that location where you have your project, local disk WAM www, then locate my business app. Good. So now it has brought the application with all its dependency files. You see the CSS right here. If you open it, see, look at the CSS files. These are the things you are supposed to be writing one after the other, but you are saved that stress already. Then you come to image. No, graphics is of essence, and many people don't really have the knowledge of graphics, and what people are driven by what they see. So when you see you have a good graphics, they want to get closer and see what is happening here. So you already have some well treated images that you can use in your applications. You see all these. So like that, those are the dependency files. Then you have the JavaScript. Look at it. You have the 3 different external JavaScript files that are introduced in your application. You can see the scripts, and you don't have to really bother yourself on them. So, and every other thing, including the font. Now, these files that are not located in folders are called the HTML files, just like you can see the extension. You see this company.html, contact.html, index, and the services page. Those are the different pages that are included in your website. Just like you see when you are browsing, you see your services, and when you click, it takes you to the diverse pages. This is just the exact thing that is happening. Now, let me quickly say something that for this application, we have just 4 pages. We have the company, we have the contact page, we have the index page, and we have the services page. Now, the index page is your landing page. Once people enter your URL into the browser, the page it takes them to is your index page. It is also called home page. So if it is your mobile application or your website or whatever, that first environment that it will land them, that is the index page. And it is very, very important, because first impression lasts longer. If people visit your site and what they can see, they are not really encouraged, then they can just go away. So now let us have a preview of the project so that you know what you are expecting after everything. So just come into your browser and then type local host, then / the name of the application, my business app, just like you have it in your web root directory, just the name you gave it. Just enter it in your browser. You can see it is already loading, and here is the output. So this is what we already have. So all you need to do is just do some editing. You don't need to write any code. So, and that's why I've even decided not to talk about anything. There are so many things I can talk about, but it will only take time because you don't really have anything to do with them. So the only aspects you need to touch is what I'm going to explain in this training. Just do some editing. For example, the new vision that you have here, you can actually change this to the title of your business. Then you can make changes to the menus and some of the pictures, and then what you see here, that is the title of the site. So let us come back to our coding environment. In this case, you see the contents of the index page. So the codes are there for you just to make changes. If you look here, you will see new vision HTML CSS template right here. That is the title of the site that you see as indicated in this place. So now let me quickly explain something, that HTML is a markup language for front-end design, and then there are some associated languages like CSS and JavaScript, and those are the scripts you see right here, and the JavaScript folder in this place. And all these are external JavaScripts that are already written, and then they are embedded here in the head tag. Now HTML is just like a human being, because it is made up of the head, the body, and what we call the footer. So the head of the HTML comprises of the title of the site, and then the embedded and external, CSS and other files like that, like JavaScript. That is where you link them, and then they will have effect on your application, and that is what we are seeing here. All these things are calling particular files from the different folders within your application folder. Then you see here the title here, and this is the content of the title. Now this thing is called tag. Anytime you see something like this, or you see something like this, you see something like this, they are called tag. Now this is the head tag, and this is the opening of the tag, while this is the closing of the tag. So it means everything in between the opening and the closing of the tag serves as the content of the tag, and you can have tags inside tags. That is what we call container element. Now let me just talk about the site that you need. So now this is the opening tag of the title. So whatever you have between the opening tag and the closing tag is called the content of the tag. That's the content of the tag. For example, now you see new vision HTML CSS template, and this is the position of title on every web page. So instead of displaying the tag, it is not going to do that. It is going to display just the content, and that is why you don't have all sorts of codes just like you have here. This is the raw document, and you have this as the output. So now let us quickly make some changes to the index page. Let's change the title to let's say welcome to my business page. So, and just click press Ctrl S, or you come to file and click save. So let us see what has